Hey, I'm Jeff Haynes from Tech Bargains, and this is the video review of the Lenovo ThinkCentre M92 Tiny desktop and the Lenovo ThinkVision LT2323z desktop monitor. When you think of the words small, space-saving, and flexible, you frequently think of laptops or their newer incarnation of ultrabooks, and not really desktops at all. The M92 Tiny desktop is trying to prove the old adage that big things do indeed come in small packages, and coupled with the ThinkVision monitor is trying to become the ultimate space-saving combo for small businesses. But just how well did they work? Here's our review. The M92 Tiny desktop that we reviewed was powered by a third-generation Intel Core i5-3470T vPro processor running at 2.9 GHz that can be boosted up to 3.6 GHz via turbo. It came with 4 GB of RAM and was supplemented by Intel HD Graphics 2500. The system had a 500 GB hard drive spinning at 5400 RPM, as well as a DVD burner, 4 USB 3.0 ports, 1 USB 2.0 port, and VGA and display ports. The LT2323z monitor is a 23-inch display with a native resolution of 1920 by 1080. It also comes with a USB hub and integrated speakers. What's immediately noticeable about the M92 Tiny is its size. The system is as tall as 4 golf balls stacked on top of each other, and it can be positioned either vertically or horizontally thanks to the rubber feet on its side and bottom. The desktop is 7.1 inches high, 1.3 inches wide, and 7 inches deep, while coming in at 2.9 pounds, a size that's notably less than most ultrabooks around. Needless to say, it's a pretty big selling point for the computer. Apart from being an incredibly versatile machine with a full desktop configuration in a ridiculously small package, the M92 also packs vPro technology, making it perfect for enterprise computing. The system supports Intel virtualization technologies for improved security, management, and control of the computer, as well as quad monitor support while having the flexibility of being placed anywhere. Plus, it can act just like an entry-level desktop, burning DVDs and transferring files quickly thanks to its USB 3.0 ports. During use, the M92 is one of the quietest and coolest systems you'll ever use, unless you use the optical drive. The hard drive doesn't make a large amount of noise when accessing files, and neither does the cooling fan, which eliminates a large amount of sound that it makes. Another plus of the desktop is just how easy it is to work on and service. Even though the computer is incredibly small, it's still very upgradable. Simply remove 3 screws on the system, 2 of which are thumb screws, and slide the top panel to access the storage, memory, and other hardware. Finally, we could use any monitor we wanted, but the LT2323z, which is the clearly intended display for the system, provides a rather high-quality visual option for your machine. The 23-inch EIPS display has a WLED backlight and full HD resolution. It's also got excellent viewing angles, traditional of most IPS screens, and it's not very thick or heavy at all. On top of that, it can be displayed in either landscape or portrait mode, has a USB hub and audio ports, and while the integrated speakers won't blow your office doors down, it can easily pack a punch for daily audio files or YouTube clips. So were there any problems with these devices? Well, a lot of it is related to what's missing or somewhat lacking from the desktop itself. While it packs a lot of hardware in a small frame, it doesn't have an integrated Wi-Fi module. That means you're forced to rely upon a wired Ethernet cable for internet connectivity. We'd also expect a wireless mouse and keyboard to come as a standard for space-saving machines instead of wired peripherals. We also wondered why there weren't any HDMI ports or a Blu-ray reader option for the desktop either. Another issue is that Lenovo is relying on a hard drive instead of a solid-state drive for improved performance. We understand why they would pack a hard drive as the initial option for the system. It's cheap and you can pack a lot of storage. But as an enterprise solution like this one, it's simply being held back by the slower spinning drive instead of a solid-state drive, which is an optional upgrade. Finally, and this may seem like a minor concern for some users that are in the market for the M92, is the fact that the system doesn't push a lot of pixels thanks to the Intel HD 2500 graphics. It doesn't mean that the dual-core processor can't handle most productivity chores, but visually intensive projects, or trying to play some things during a work break, really won't be possible even with serious visual sacrifices. It's not all bad. You can play some things like Left 4 Dead 2, but that's the exception rather than the rule. The M92 Tiny desktop and the LT2323z desktop monitor are an appealing combo for both businesses and users interested in saving space in their work environment. The desktop is small, it's quiet, and it's packed with security features, while the desktop monitor has great viewing angles and it can act as a hub. The desktop does have some issues, such as the fact that it's not as strong as a standard desktop, and it doesn't have some of the features that we would expect from a machine like this, such as included Wi-Fi. But if you can overlook these issues, you'll find two devices that will be great for businesses. As a result, we decided to give both the Lenovo ThinkCentre M92 Tiny desktop and the Lenovo ThinkVision LT2323z desktop monitor a 4 out of 5. For the latest coupons and deals on systems like the M92 Tiny desktop or the LT2323z desktop monitor, check out techbargains.com/Lenovo. To enter our monthly giveaway, make sure you always check out techbargains.com/YouTube, and to watch our video unboxings, video reviews, and exclusive video features, be sure to go to techbargains.com/videos.